Prabha Khaitan Foundation and Alliance Francaise de Bengale proudly present the exhibition Kolkata, Les Yeux Dans Les Yeux, a visual ode to the city Calcutta and Bengal by the French-Costarican photographer Juan Carlos Rodriguez. Before we begin the evening, I would invite the Vice Consul General of France in Calcutta, Mrs. Nawal Gadaifi, to open the soirée.
Dear guests, I just would like to thank you, all of you, for your presence here this evening for the opening of the photograph exhibition Kolkata, Les Yeux Dans Les Yeux, by the French-Costarican photographer Juan Carlos Rodriguez, aka Pector. Before introducing him, I would like to thank you, our host, the Prabha Khaitan Foundation, and the Alliance Francaise du Bengale for this opportunity given to a young and talented photographer to present a part of his work. Some of his photographs have been already exhibited in London and will soon be exhibited in Milan. But tonight, it's his first solo exhibition. So it's a very big event for him. Thank you. And if I am here today, in front of you, it is thanks to Juan Carlos, who, in addition to being the author of these beautiful portraits, he is also my husband. And I have to say that without him, I would not have had the opportunity to discover India and especially Kolkata and Bengale. Because he convinced me to apply for the position of Deputy Consul at the Consulate General of France in Kolkata. Because after a first stay in Delhi in 2013, he wanted to come back to India and especially discover Kolkata and its inhabitants. I can never thank him enough for this initiative. So the exhibition, Kolkata, Les Yeux Dans Les Yeux, is a selection of images curated for the purpose of putting together a photographic essay on the daily lives of the people of Kolkata and West Bengal. So through a series of 48 photographs, the photographer tries to reveal the beauty hidden behind the mundane actions of ordinary people. in an attempt to honor the lives of the characters portrayed through the limitless qualities of the aesthetics. So the collection exhibited tonight is a part of a larger project entitled The Four Corners of India, a wider visual research realized in different parts of the country over the last 3 years of residing in the Indian subcontinent. So thank you again, and I wish you an excellent evening. I will now give the floor to Nicolas Facchino, Director of the Alliance Française du Bengale. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nawal. Merci beaucoup. Bonsoir, Shobo Shondia. Good evening. Dear Mr. Butoria, dear Mrs. Deputy Consul General, dear Representative of Consulate General, dear Honorary Consul, dear Juan Carlos Rodriguez, our dear French-Costarican photographer who had curated this amazing, wonderful exhibition. Dear friends, I am very proud to announce that from today onwards, Alliance Française du Bengal and Prabha Khaitan Foundation are going to start a new collaborative journey in the domain of art and culture. The partnership that started with Universal Rights, presenting the distinguished French author Christine Jordi in the month of May 2022, has reached a new height today. PKF and Alliance Française du Bengal have shared a long history of mutual partnership, and today's exhibition, Kolkata, Les Yeux Dans Les Yeux, that shows the very human connection between people and Bengal and culture, Bengali culture. This exhibition, curated by, as I said, the French-Costarican photographer Juan Carlos Rodriguez at the Welcome Art Gallery, ITC Sonora, is the curtain raiser for this renewed upcoming journey. I convey my heartiest thanks to Mr. Sandeep Butoria and entire PKF team for extending this massive support towards us. Thanks, I believe, that through our cultural cooperation and continued mutual respect, we will be able to bring forth some great events in the art and cultural life in the city. Thanks to each of you for your precious presence this evening. Looking forward to meeting at our next event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madame Gidaifi. Thank you, Mr. Facchino, for your wonderful words and insight about the exhibition and the Prabha Khaitan Foundation and Alliance Française collaborative journey. Now I would invite Ms. Manisha Jain, Branding and Communication Chief at Prabha Khaitan Foundation, to share a few words with us. Over to you.
To everyone present here, on behalf of Prabha Khaitan Foundation, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to the inauguration of this photo exhibition. We at Prabha Khaitan Foundation always endeavor to facilitate a cross-cultural exposure of artists and writers to promote cultural activity and diversity. Along with Alliance Française, we bring to you an exhibition of the many moods of the cultural capital of the country, Calcutta, captured by Juan Carlos Rodriguez. Kolkata, The Eyes Within the Eyes, is a virtual essay conceived and curated by Juan, aka Pector, as a personal regard within the everyday lives of the people living in the state of West Bengal and overall in the city of Kolkata. Throughout a compendium of 48 images captured in different cities of the state, the photographer aims to portray the beauty of the everyday life of Bengali people while performing their daily activities. It is a sample exhibition that stems from a wider photographic research entitled The Four Corners of India, which aims for the same purpose as the current exhibition but in a larger perspective. It covers the rich diversity and culture of the different ethnic groups of the Indian subcontinent. I now request our Executive Trustee, Ms. Anandita Chatterjee, to felicitate Juan with the traditional Utorio.
Excuse me.
What can you say when such a wonderful things have already been said for all of you? I guess the only thing left to say is thank you all for being here. I mean, you guys saved the night for joining me here in this amazing adventure of throwing my first solo exhibition. And I'm grateful with all my friends here, my family of course, colleagues, people that really helped me to put up this exhibition. Of course, the other contributors to help me to achieve this, this night, basically. I suppose that I owe you one thing, and this is like maybe an explanation of what I do, right? Because I hope it's not the case, but maybe some of you had the expectation, or when you received an invitation to see an exhibition about Kolkata, seeing a couple of pictures about, Victoria Memorial or Howrah Bridge, and, landmarks that make that city of Kolkata famous, right? But it's not my cup of tea in this kind of things, because since I started in this thing of photography, I found that for me, the real essence of a place, it is in the people. For me, people, the individuals that you find on a daily basis, toiling outside, hardworking, like bringing stuff, praying, doing their daily life, are like living landmarks. And more important yet, living landmarks that you cannot replicate. And this also corresponds to one of my quests, personal quests, I would say, because me, pretty much as the other visual communicators, we all aim to create unique pieces. And it's true. I can take a photo of the Victoria Memorial, but how many photos of the Victoria Memorial are there over the internet? All spread around. Some of them are beautiful, don't take me wrong. I have to acknowledge the talent of many, many landscape photographers that have captured either the Victoria Memorial, as I said, or the Eiffel Tower, or the Roman Coliseum early in the morning or the late afternoon. Some of them are mind-blowing. But at the very end is the Victoria Memorial, repeated over and over again, spread all across the internet. Whereas if I photograph a chai wala, a rickshaw wala, a guy carrying flowers in his head, what are the odds of finding another picture of the same guy? Well, I would say minimum. So this is why I decide, when I take photos of places I'm visiting, to photograph the people. Because this is a memory that I'm going to take with me, and it's a photo that probably is not going to be easy to replicate. Unless there's another photograph taking the same picture of the same guy, but, a little bit more difficult than an Eiffel Tower. Enjoy the night, guys.
Thank you, Juan Carlos. Now I will be inviting Mrs. Nawal Gadaifi, Mr. Juan Carlos Rodriguez, Mr. Nicola Fassino, Mrs. Anindita Chatterjee, and Ms. Manisha Jain to light the lamp and inaugurate the evening.